What's up, guys? Back in today with more Darwin Incident, this time with episode 7. Last episode was crazy work. Red Pill Gary going on a insane run, killing a racist guy, which was bad enough in itself. I mean, the guy was your classic, stereotypical country American racist. And that was bad enough, seeing him kind of brutally murdered up close with a knife or a shank, just however many times it was, 30, 40, 50 stabs. I don't know, that was brutal. But even worse was the massacre that happened at the end with the school shooting, which they did a really good job at making that feel as disgusting as that act is. And yeah, it was absolutely brutal. There was a lot of quite on the nose stuff as usual in the show last week regarding a lot of the stuff, but again, I think they pulled off the feeling of that incident really well, I do think. Although a little bit distasteful, I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like maybe this is a situation where less is more. I'm not American myself. I've never had to experience anything like this. I've never had anything happen in this community. I feel like if I did, I wouldn't be offended per se. Maybe get called a fanny or something if you would get offended. But I don't know. It like I said, maybe less is more with this type of stuff. Maybe you could be a bit more subtle. But as I said, if they were going for the very brutal way and like very show it all, don't shy away from any of it, they've done a pretty damn good job. But yeah, a lot of people died. Well, I say that. I don't think. I mean, quite a lot of people did die, but he's shooting to kind of keep them alive in some of the cases, right? Like shooting them in the back and like the spine, which like will fuck them up for life. They're on the roof, aren't they? Barack Obama's on the roof, you know. But why he's on the roof? Crazy terrorist. No subtitles needed. Oh, they're not on the roof of the school. They're on the roof of a different building. Okay. Again, I don't get why these profile pictures are so fucking detailed. But yeah, let's read the comments quickly. Why do they need to use AI and make these fucking pictures so detailed? It's on the screen for half a second. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This shouldn't even be online. True. I mean, surely this would. I mean, it's got 70. Oh god, about 76,000 likes. I was about to say. Yeah, surely this would just get taken off straight away. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, turn it off. Why are you streaming this? Yes, this is so unreal. That's not kind of shaken. Is this from Red Pill Gary's stream? I guess. It's quite funny considering his whole chat was almost. I mean, they weren't exactly saying school up. What did I even just say there? Shoot a school up. But they were very much accepting his kind of thoughts and opinions and essentially kind of accepting what is the likely outcome of what someone like him's thoughts would lead to, if you know what I'm saying. So a bit ironic that his whole chat has now turned into saying this when just last episode it was very different. I mean, these Barack Obama and some of his stooges were in the chat kind of emphasizing things and making him kind of stirring up as well, don't get me wrong, but yeah, why am I even watching this? Someone help these. Why don't you help these people? Why don't you call the police? Why are you watching this? I wasn't ready to see this. This is too much. So I mean, I've seen stuff in real life, but I do remember watching videos. Think a lot of like the famous ones, like Two Girls, One Cup, absolutely disgusting. But I've seen like actual kind of murder videos. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a Twitter link, like years ago about like a challenge. It was like, oh, some guy said he got majorly like fucked up watching this stuff, and of course, as you do, you're like, oh well, I'll try it out. And I saw like someone's face like degloved. I saw an Italian mafia beheading, which was ruthless. That's probably the most ruthless thing. Seeing an actual kind of decapitated head was yeah, a lot of those images will stick with me for life. I can't lie. One of those things. It's like watching a horror movie. You're not meant to do it, but you want to do it when you're a kid. Like, you know you're allowed to, so that makes it even more enticing. Same thing with that, but in this case, I actually do majorly regret it. I actually wish I never watched that shit. Can't even remember the rest of them, but there was a few kind of brutal things like that. Der Humanzi. They're not going to blame him, are they? Der Humanzi. Surely not. Again, even if they did, he's illegally an object, so I still find that ridiculous, by the way. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, on that point, yet again, I'm going to talk about like a dog. If a dog was to attack somebody, like harm them, or God forbid kill them, that dog would get put down. That dog would get served justice. So why is he marked as a fucking object? What happens if he does genuinely like go on a murder spree? You've got no laws to actually deal with him. Seems incredibly stupid, doesn't it? Especially when he's capable of so much. I've got to say, like, that these official Dism, I think it is. Um, I've only ever seen them do like a few openings, but the array is quite crazy. From like Tokyo Revengers, cheesy, cheesy gangster stuff to this. It's quite the quite the shift. 39. Fuck, can you imagine having 39 missed calls from anybody? I mean, surely at call 20, you're like, she's not going to answer. Surely at call like 30, you're like, yeah, I'll give up. I mean, they called Charlie's behaviour correctly here, didn't they? His first course of action would be to save. Now he's going after him. I'll let him do his job, bro. Let him do his job. These damn terrorists. My name is Red Pill Gary. $24 subscribers. I reckon he gained or lost subscribers from this? A fucked up question. In the long run, I'd probably say gain. Oh no, what are you doing? Why are you on your phone in the... Ah! Again, I'm very glad I don't. I mean, won't ever go to school again, but that my child or children would never have to go through anything like this. Oh, it's too late now. I don't know why you're hiding. Just fucking ambush this geezer. Oh, he sacrificed himself. Has he sacrificed himself, or did he? Oh, for fuck's sake, woman. As he said, I mean, it's so easy to say don't scream or anything during a situation like this, but like when you're actually in it, I guess different. Did he try to sacrifice himself there, or did he just run off in terror? Do you reckon? It kind of seemed like he maybe just ran off in terror. What? Does he say he's a fan of her? Oh, she then, Dale. If I say no, you're gonna fucking kill me. Sorry to laugh at a situation like this, but goddamn, we're doing this. I love that. I love that low quality version of her face right there as well. By the way, she's vegan, so she gets to survive, of course. I can't believe you'd say this. Fuck saying anything to this guy after him sparing you like this. I wouldn't say a fucking word about fucking thank God, holy shit, thank the Lord. I'm not gonna start fucking reprimanding you while you've got a machine gun in your hands. Well, spared as you expect. I mean, yeah. And your mum was absolutely fucking right about everything she ever said. I hope you apologise to her. She deserves an apology. But she was absolutely right about everything she said. And you know what? Surely you're not going back to this school. Surely Charlie's not going back to this school. I mean, it's one or the other, really, isn't it? If I'm in the situation, if my kids are in the situation, either I'm not going or Charlie's not going. Fuck this. There's like, I mean, it's not something I've thought about an awful lot, but like, just so I don't miss anything, I'm gonna pause. What do you do now? If you're either in a situation like this or your kids are like, you, I wouldn't ever feel right sending him just back to the same school or any school, to be honest with you. I mean, this might sound quite stupid, but if you send them to a different school, you've probably actually got more chance of them experiencing another mass shooting. I imagine there's probably less chance of a school shooting to happen at the same specific school. I imagine you probably got more chance of it happening to a school that it didn't happen to before, so you probably got more chance of putting them in danger. But yeah, I'm not sure I'd ever be able to like. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to because they got to go to school. They got to get schooled. But yeah, it's just totally fucked up. Like that's just from like the perspective if you were a parent. I imagine actually being a student as well. I'm not sure you could ever feel comfortable in this situation ever again. Like imagine you hear like a sound that even sounds like a gun, or just even like someone walking up some steps, and you'd be so anxious of like the trauma kind of coming up, and yeah, it'd be absolutely fucked up. Absolutely fucked up. Like I said, I'm glad I don't haven't had to think about those things really. Your divine fucking knowledge, eh? Like you're some kind of god. The all-knowing red pill Andy over here. You're part of the problem. I hate people that say stuff like that. If you're not an activist, you're part of the problem. Well, no, that's not the case. I hate it when people say shit like that. Would that even kill him? That kind of looks like it would shoot right up there rather than through the head. Could he not do it? Oh shit, where'd he go? He ran away. Charlie found him. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck are we doing here? I mean, pretty normal for a stream to be delayed. I was thinking, wow, we're going to do some kind of massive twist where it was like an hour ago. Guess not. Did he not off himself there? Too scared, maybe? I was going to say, I hope he doesn't, because I want this guy to. Guy deserves to suffer, bro. It's going to sound fucked up of me. But I was interestingly enough reading a thread last night about what would you guys do to the people in the Epstein files? What kind of punishment would you give them? And the popular answer, I can't remember what it's called, but it was I think it was like sending them out on like a boat, and their limbs would be like hanging out, and then they'd get like buttered up with milk and honey. But all the insects and like parasites and rats and stuff would be attracted to their bodies, um and like eat them alive and feast on their flesh and infect them. And one of the things this is awful, but the rats would sometimes literally go in their asshole to get the good stuff, and that could last for up to like 3 weeks. They'd keep them alive by feeding them the milk and honey, and they'd keep them alive for, like I said, like 2-3 weeks, just getting eaten alive by all this shit, just like and like they'd be shitting them like themselves, and yeah, just like the nasty, 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 and you know, and it's very fucked up because that is absolutely brutal, but that would be a very satisfying thing. This guy, is he on that level? One of those things. I mean, Yeah, I think so. I mean, he just massacred. Like, it's gonna sound maybe weird of me as well, but I don't think it's quite as bad as the people in the Epstein files. He definitely deserves something akin to that. Don't get me wrong. He deserves to die in a brutally horrible way. But maybe this guy just deserves like the bird cage or something, where we just like hang him up in a cage, just wait for the crows to pick him to death. Maybe he deserves something like that. Whereas again, the people in those files, they deserve like the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's personal. It's a personal preference if this is worse or not than that kind of stuff. Who are we to judge at the end of the day? Someone's got to, but yeah, not that that would ever happen, unfortunately. But yeah, I remember learning about loads of those Perusian kind of torture and killing methods from Berserk, funnily enough. Barack Obama. Shoot his bloody hand, bro. Light this guy up. Honestly, like, sorry to pause again so quickly, but I said this about the police a few episodes ago about how they always get like the terrible stick. The police are absolutely hated by seemingly everyone. Yeah, they are the like. Imagine if there was no police. I was gonna say if I put myself in this position, I don't know about you guys. I mean, one of the things you probably get hated for it. You probably get taken off the police force. But if I was in this situation as a police officer, I don't know if I'd be able to not pull the trigger in this situation. Like, would you guys? Like, the law and your code and such would say not to shoot and to like take him in, but something would be telling me in the back of my head that this guy deserves to die, and it would be very hard not to shoot him, even though that goes against what you should be doing as a police officer. So I think, as I said a few weeks ago, like they get so much stick, police officers and stuff, when in actuality they've got such an incredibly hard job, and a job that will never be able to please everybody. So fair play to these guys, because as I said, if I was here, I might just like, if I saw him like this, his gun like that, it doesn't look like he's a danger to anyone right now. Genuinely might just light this guy up and just take him out. It'd be very hard not to. That's what we saw earlier. A truck of pigs. They were going to be turned into bacon and sausages. Sad pig. Cute sad pig. His hair's vibrating. I'm half surprised no one shot him already. Light him up. Oh, damn. Oh, he saved him. Why did he save him for? I guess that's because he doesn't have any. Well, I guess that actually makes sense. He saved him. To be fair, it goes with what we know about Charlie. I think so. Yeah, yeah. See, that's yeah. It's like Superman or something. Oh yeah, it's well within reason to what we know about Charlie as to why he saved him. Actually, I'm not sure if it's good for these guys that he survived though. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure it's that good for these guys. What happened there? You got to pig yourself. As you get stuck in traffic. Cool getaway, bro. All that just to get stuck in traffic. Okay. Wow. Pretty decent out. Well, I mean, as decent as an outcome you can have for a school shooting like this. Good bully there. Um, Pretty surprised he survived actually. I thought it'd be the first one dead. Um, I mean, in regards to the shooter actually surviving, I'm kind of glad because, like I said, that can actually means we can get some answers from him. He can help with investigation. I actually can torture him a little bit. I don't think that would happen because of ethics and laws and such, but put him in prison and get him see what the prisoners do to him, if you know what I'm saying. $41 dead. Bloody hell. To be honest with you, Charlie didn't really have any part to play in this, other than helping people. I mean, message wise, I guess, like thematically. And this wouldn't have happened if he didn't go to the school here. But yeah, at the end of the day, he is just another victim in a sense. But fair play to you, Sheriff, or Vice Sheriff, or whatever. Seems like he's changed his tune a little bit. I've never understood that. My sort of pause yet again, but my Sunday league manager always says this. So and so is 9/10 of the law, and it's usually like a bunch of nonsense, to be honest. I never really understood what that means. Possession is 9/10 of the law. What was this 9/10? Like, she always says this in like such a weird. I remember saying like possession is 9/10 of the law. Like, is possession 9/10 of the law in a football match? I mean, it's important, but let me Google this quickly. I mean, obviously, it kind of what stands out to me is it means just like the majority, a huge majority. Possession is a huge majority of the law, but like, where does that saying come from? Ownership is easier to maintain if one has possession of something, or difficult to enforce if one does not. Okay, so it's like saying I own this rock in Antarctica, but because it's not in my possession, the law would probably very easily be able to find ways to reclaim that or attain that. Whereas if that rock in Antarctica got shipped directly to me, it would be incredibly more difficult for the government to take it off of me because it's in my possession, I guess. Makes sense. I mean, it seems a pretty simple saying actually, but I'm more interested in like where did that come from? To be honest. I hear that almost every Sunday, and always laugh a little bit. So to hear it here, I mean, yeah. Is possession really 9/10 of the law? There's a Google search result that just came up. What's the exception in that case then? When you possess something illegal? Well, you can't because you legally fucked yourselves over by categorizing them as an item or an object. The government majorly fucked themselves over with that, which is really surprising. They should do everything they can to have their cards be the winning ones, but yeah. He's on lockdown. Criminal psychology. That side eye is nasty. I was just chilling. Just nothing happened at all. Any old day in the animal kingdom. That's the thing, in the animal kingdom would be any old day, wouldn't it? I saw this tweet earlier that really pissed me off, which you can say about a lot. But it said, and it was like massively liked, and loads of people were agreeing with it. It was something like the world only actually has 300 odd bad people. I was like, out of 8 billion. I was like, what the fuck are you guys on about? Yes, there's probably a certain mass amount of like super rich people that are influencing things to be more negative and worse, and I get what you're saying a little bit, but it's just like the most ridiculous thing I ever saw. What kind of naiveness do you have to have for that to be your fucking opinion? But they love getting in your faces here, don't they? That's surprising. That's even more surprising that they actually abided to that. Fucking rats. I'm sure there's a few somewhere sneakily spying on you guys. Man, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. Have some common sense. I would doing this. I mean, understandable. This is we call this the Halloween fucking Halloween kills special. Evil dies tonight. The town is rising up. I mean, so many stereotypes. I should have knew this was coming. Again, you understand why. As I said earlier, like if my children or I was in a situation, if I'm staying here and your fucking monkey's leaving, or I'm leaving and your monkey's staying, it's one or the other. So I get it, but it's just like another stereotype that you're seeing. Like the racist country guys, the town rising up against an evil, call it an evil. Very stereotypical, like American, like, yeah. I guess I don't mind this stereotype as much as the racist country guy from last week. It's like, can we do something a bit more nuanced with like the racist stereo? Like, why don't we make, instead of just the country hillbilly racist guy, why don't we make it some like big shot guy you wouldn't expect to be like the racist type? Because they're usually the ones you do see, like the high functioning kind of normal people that are like secretly racist. There's probably much more of them than there are these kind of country hillbillies, to be honest. I say that, I don't actually know, but I'd presume that to be the case. And it's always the stereotypical like one of those. But yeah, again, the Halloween Kills special right here, town rising up. There's not many of them, to be fair. Only a few people here, but I think they've got, well, America is a very different place. It's very territorial. Like the guns and stuff, you can have like a gun to defend your home, and reasonable like force and such. When like an intruder, you can like shoot them and so on. So maybe a bit different over there to here, but I personally, I think it's reasonable to ask them to move. I mean, you don't want to move, but I guess if they're not going to move, you probably have to. You can't really force them to. I mean, you can maybe try to bully them into leaving and moving, or like, yeah, but I can't remember the word for it, but just be like, everybody in the town be like cold to them and not serve them and act horribly, and like force them subtly to move out. And you get where they're coming from. It's like what I said about the whole, my kids, or if I was in this situation, I wouldn't be having a part in anything that was anything to do with this. So you get where they're coming from. This guy actually went about it in quite a nice way as well. I was expecting him to be another country racist, so and maybe he is, but yeah, could you get any more naive than what she's doing right here? Like, going out after an event like this. Like, this is just pure stupidity, no? I mean, I guess they're teenagers, so you do stuff like this, but after that, after witnessing all those deaths like firsthand right in front of your eyes, like, is this realistic? If it is, she's incredibly stupid in my opinion, and I don't think she's shown to be incredibly stupid so far. Maybe slightly easily influenced, but I wouldn't have said that about her. But yeah, another decent episode. Some decent kind of questions posed here. A little bit less than the previous episodes, to be fair, in terms of like the themes and such. But yeah, interesting seeing the whole delayed stream right here. Looks like he couldn't actually off himself, and again, I'm kind of glad that he's gonna be able to answer for the things he's done here. But yeah, another decent episode. Not too much to kind of decipher for me here anyway. Maybe there's more to it that I'm kind of overlooking and such, but yeah, definitely the government definitely gonna have to do something about that certification on Charlie, because yeah, they did majorly fuck up. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Let me know some of your thoughts over the of what's taken place over these last couple of episodes and some of the points I've spoken about during this. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with any of my reactions as well. And I'll see you guys next week with what I believe is episode 8.